Okay, what's going on today? We're going to talk about the business of consulting. So, if you're interested in being a consultant, you may want to check this out. We can get into it. There are a few things I want to address first. If you're trying to buy any products from Hustler's Kung Fu Life Skills, there is a glitch going on with the payment system right now. So, what I want you to do is just send whatever course that you're interested in to Glendon at MacDaddyMedia.com, and I will send you an invoice and we will hook you up and add you to the courses manually. Since we got a lot of specials going on, that's the way to get around the little glitch. All right, so let's talk about being a consultant. I have done this before. I've put my number up on the YouTube channel, and the results were kind of crazy. So let me go ahead and hook y'all up with this. All right, make sure that we're good to go. All right, this is the new consulting site. This is just the first version. It will go on. This is how you get to book a consult. Over here, you come out here and you hang out over here in this upper left hand corner, and you see this book online. Click book online, and that will open up some options. So these are some of the things that I consult on. Like I said, this will be changing this month because we're just setting it up. Business coaching, LLC consulting, business development, sales development, whatever you need. Now, let me tell you what happened the first time I just put my number up on YouTube. I had some of the craziest things. I had put up that this is what you have to do because essentially I put it up as a free call to business owners. Once again, that was a free call to business owners. And I remember I had this call from this lady. She had a website. She had put up a website. And she's like, what do I need to do to make some money? And I was just completely flattered. I was like, there's a lot of things that you should have done before we even got on this phone call. One of the things that happens with the online world is people will assume that they are indeed business owners because they have a website, they have a Facebook page, they have an Instagram account, they have a business card with I'm CEO on it. And here's the truth of the matter. Unless your business is making some money, you're not really a business owner. You're perpetrating a fraud. This isn't to the people who just got started, who are just attempting to amp up. This is for the people who are perpetrating a fraud. And one of the things that I should set some ground rules for the new consulting program is this isn't a way for you to backdoor ask me questions because I've gotten so a lot of people who've been using the chat feature, which I'm thinking about disabling because the site's for people who have who want to set up consults who are really serious. I've had some questions like asking me about my LLC structure. That's not part of the consulting deal. That's not how we're going to do it, where you can get to ask me a bunch of, I can't say useless questions, but things that you're just merely curious about. That you're curious about. You know, you could go to the Georgia Secretary of State online and look at my LLC. You could do that. So this is, once again, we have a bunch of people who are not willing to go the extra mile, to look up stuff, to do their own due diligence investigations. So once again, let's get back into it. This website is for people who have serious questions, who need help. Because what I can do, like I said, this changed since yesterday. There's general business coaching. That's if you have a business. Because this is how the consulting process works. You have a business and you've kind of hit a rock, or you've gone as far as you can go. Maybe you have a situation where you need someone to say, hey, I need help with this. I'll give you an example of how I helped a client. The guy had a company, they were doing $5 million a year. He had a lot of issues. We're yellow. Let's see. Is that going? All right, we went back to green. He wanted to set up trust funds for his kids. He wanted to work on increasing his business. So what we did over 6 months, because it took 6 months to do this, is we revamped his business, started another company doing the same thing, and leveraged the assets of the older company into the new company. This is the kind of stuff I can do. I can help you create a sales funnel. If you don't know what a sales funnel is, look it up. I can help you set up your LLCs. I can help you increase your sales. I have a lot of people who just want to talk to me for free. I'm really, really busy. Got a lot going on. I can't just be on the phone gabbing with you just to chit chat. That makes no sense. And going back to the example of the lady who had the website, who got on the phone, because like I said, I actually had to turn that phone number off because I was still getting calls, because people just want to ask one or two questions. That is not the role of a consultant. A consultant is a utility that can get into your business, that can help you improve certain things, can help you grow. If you are a person who has a generous income and are looking at starting a business, I can help you with some of the things you need to do. So this is part of the situation. Because I remember, and I did get some clients the first time. I just had to go through the slings and arrows. And to the person who was asking me about, will I be teaching, Mac Daddy Media is not the holding company. This is one of the things that, I never know when people start watching or people get into, hold on, let me address this. I don't know when people find me. I don't know when people come into the program or start watching the YouTube video. So I'm doing this as a refresher to let people know what the deal is. Once again, um, if you're trying to buy something at Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills, there is a glitch with the payment processor. So send me an email stating, at Glendon at macdaddymedia.com, what course you want, and I will send you an invoice from PayPal and manually add you to the course. This is the way that we're going to do it until they get this fixed. Also, going back to the consulting process. If you need help with your business or you need help setting up a business, if you need help walking through what you should do, let's say you're like, all right, I want to start a business. What's the first step I need to do? If you want to help with that, we can put that under business development. This is what I'm here for. The consulting process only works if you have something going on. This is the most important part. You need to have something on, because I remember this lady, she's like, I got a website. What do I need to do to make some money? She had not done the first thing. She hadn't done the second thing. She had not, when you start a business, you got to get started. Okay. Let's see what's going on. They haven't availed themselves to really getting started. So one of the things you have to do is, before we start working together, is have some stuff shaped up, have some questions lined up, have some things set up. So this is one of the things. And once again, I will go here. This is the website, which is Money, Income, Profit Coaching. And if you're coming here, this is what you should click on to book an appointment. Click on what you want. We don't do consults on Monday. Pick a day and a time. We'll do 12 p.m. And I want help with business planning. All right, so you hit that. And then you put in your payment information, and there we go. That's how you set it up. Because, once again, I have a lot of people who are asking what I call curious questions. I'm curious about what you do. I just want to talk to you. I don't really want a full service consult because I don't really have anything going on with my business. So I'm not really interested in that. That is a problem. So who here has situations where they need the help of a consultant? Too many people who were merely interested in chit-chatting, who did not have any real problems that they needed solved. They were just like, hey, there's Glendon. This is how I could talk to him. I have this question that I want to ask him. I don't really want to spend any money because I don't have a business going on. So this is one of the things. All right, hopefully that cleared that up. And I will see you guys. Let's see. Robbie Rob, I always wanted to consult, but until I get a certain income of $3,000 or more, I wouldn't waste your time. Charlesta, I really need help trying to launch an LLC holding company and operative company. Okay. What's up, Malika from Queens? What's up, King Nick? Essentially, the consulting process is for people like Charlisa, Malika, Robbie Rob. How much money are you making? All right, King Nick, I appreciate that. Been the bartender. I mean, I have people who are just being nosy. And this is because like I said, this one person and I hit them back. I was like, if you have any real questions or need any concerns, book an appointment. And they did not do that. The time to ask me questions is to show up at these live streams and ask your questions. This is the time. What's up, Malinka? What's up to 50K? I don't understand what that is. What's up, Chris McKinney? Because one of the things that I bring to the table is the ability to clear up roadblocks and to fill in information gaps. Like, let's go back to Charlottetta Thomas. There's so much to setting up a holding company, an operating company, talking to the bank. It's ridiculous. These are things that need to be done to get your enterprise set up correctly. And a lot of people don't know how to do these things. It's like a foreign language. You can go into some banks and even the bankers will be like, what are you trying to do? I don't understand all this. New banker who's never opened up those kind of accounts. Robbie Rob, but 1,000 goes to daycare. Good Lord. All right, Charlessa. Yeah, you would get into trademarking your copywriting your stuff. Erica Watson, is there a major consequence of setting up the holding company after the initial PLC registration? What do you mean? Like someone's going to come for you? They're going to come for you in the nights? No, that's not going to happen. What's up, CJ? Once again, I'm here to help folks who have valid needs. Like take Robbie Rob. He's got a side hustle that does 1,200 to 1,700, but the G goes to daycare. See, and I'm not picking on you, Robbie Rob, but what had happened is you don't have the 5 checking account blueprint put in place. I don't think, because what happened is your side hustle has turned into necessary lifestyle income. When you ask how much we make, 50K. You make that 50K from your job or bus driver? I'm working on my painting license. Is that a business license or is that something your state requires, Robbie Rob? Because the difference between a $1,000 a month business and a $10,000 a month business is two things: marketing and systems and processes. So these are some of the things that you're going to need in place. Daycare is very expensive. Like where I live, people are paying $2,000 to $3,000 a month for one kid in daycare. All right, Charles Seta, make combined income of 90K. Is that, have you started your business yet? All right, Rob. Yeah, because the thing is, one of the things that we teach, and for people who are interested, money income. You need to go get this course right here. Money Management, the basics of finance and wealth development. This is going to straighten out some stuff. Um, Let me go ahead and put that link in the chat. You need to go ahead and get that. To straighten out some stuff. I've only developed the products and the concepts. Oh, it's a state requirement. I did not know that. That's interesting. So right now, you're just doing it gangster style. You're just painting on the side. Yeah, because the whole deal of, you know, let me just come back here. Go back to money. Let's put it here. All right. This is the first course in money, income, and profit. The whole thing is, because I'm working on a book. Matter of fact, let me kind of read a little bit. This is the section. No, you can't afford that car nor that house. The mindset of the average American is one of being asleep, mindlessly going through life, letting things happen to them. Some people don't let this happen. They have lives of intent and design. Often these people are producers. They produce way more than they consume. In this scenario, you want to be a producer. Have you ever wondered why even in the smallest of towns people could pair up and have kids? We're programmed down on the DNA level to want to be around each other. This is why solitary confinement produces mental issues. The human beast is extremely social. With enough time and attention and feelings develop, and John has gotten Jill pregnant and they get married. Then they buy a house and a few cars. The start of the American dream. However, today there are many hiccups to gaining the American dream. This is a system that has worked for a long time until the world got very competitive. It started here in the Great American Experiment. There cannot be two Americas in the world consuming as much as we do. That's why Trump's Make America Great and Brexit resonate with people. The issue is America is great as it is. However, the rest of the world is catching up. People are feeling the pressure of everyone wanting what Western countries have had for decades. Pure excess. Most of the world is poor. I mean, we don't have clean water to drink poor. So that's just something from the books that I'm putting together called Money, What Your Parents Never Knew, to add to the money management, the basics of finance and wealth development. Because for you to become affluent, you're going to need to have excess. You definitely have to get that solved. Definitely. How many people just started their business within the last year? How many of you done that? All right, so Rob, your mission is to get that license and insurance. Rob, honestly, I need a set schedule, but it's hard with 2 4-month-old twins. I'm working on a blog, YouTube channel, 1 hour a day. I'm thinking next month it will be rolling. Rob, you and your girlfriend are going to have to get some stuff straight, because for you to be a hands-on father, which is what, it's a good thing, but you're not going to have time to start a business. One of the things I tell people is, when you're starting a business, it's best to start a business when you're a single person, because when you try to start a business when you are married with kids, you're going to have a lot of issues with that because, I mean, look, you're making 1,200 to 1,700 bucks a month, and that has already got sucked up into your lifestyle. That right there, I mean, that's what happens because this is what happens to the typical dude. Dude is out there living his life. He meets a woman, she gets pregnant, and that when a woman is pregnant, she's extremely vulnerable. You know, she's got the responsibility of creating a life inside of her. So everything else is going to fall on you. And as someone who's been through that situation, I remember I was in the military. I was dating she was my girlfriend. Then after I got out the military, we got married. I wanted to start a business, but because I had a wife and a kid, there just wasn't enough hours in the day. It just wasn't. I'm quite sure that you can make a lot more money, Robbie Rob. Y'all just gonna have to, work some stuff out, you and your girlfriend or wife, because the thing is, you're making 1,200 to 1,700 bucks a month on the side, and that's going to daycare. That's taking most of the money that you could reinvest, that you could get employees. So y'all gonna have to work that out. Shirley, what kind of business did you start this year? Another thing is, I'm gonna add this to the online. Once again, if you need help, go to, let me put this, moneyincomeprofitcoaching.com. That will go there. And I'm going to probably put on some online businesses because, once again, we're in a massive state of training right now, getting stuff together, putting out content, and we will be addressing many things. Rob, I know, man. The crazy part, as soon as she got pregnant and started listening to you talk about timing, honestly, your disruptive male channel saved my life. I wish you had found you sooner. Garth Spitter 954. Glenn, you said a few times before you form an LLC, make sure you're already making money. I like to sell products online small time. Should I start off with I am not a fan of the doing the business ass until just be a sole proprietor until you get um, stuff together. Yes, Sherry, we do that because you're going to have to form your LLC. But more importantly, when you're setting up your LLC, you should have a marketing plan and a way to open up to get more businesses. Whatever you're doing, there should be something that's part of this. I remember I was dating this girl. Her name was Tony. And Tony had her own business. She had a lot of stuff that was going on. And Tony broke up with me because I would not do the nasty and just, ejaculating her. I just wouldn't do it because I knew she was late 30s, never married, no kids. That's just a dangerous thing to do. And she's like, well, you don't trust me? And I was like, well, I don't trust your vagina. After me, next dude she got with, she was pregnant within 8 months. And all her business stuff fell apart. So for you guys out there, I mean, family is a beautiful thing. Family is a great thing. But for people trying to start businesses, that can become a hindrance. So, Garletta, you should be making, you should get to the point where your business is making some money. How many people know what average side hustle income is for most people? When I found this number out, it shocked me. It really, really shocked me. Take a guess. Robert, I'm going to talk to her today. She makes more money than me. I make 18 an hour and she makes 32, but time plus money, I make more on the side. See, that's one of those little traps that you get into. K-Son, hey big bro, got my LLC for small business consulting agency, helping small business to improve operations and maximize profit. Formal industrial engineer, best advice to hit the ground. You need to start getting sales. You need to get on LinkedIn and start putting out content on LinkedIn about what you do to show that you know what you're talking about and get yourself some clients. Erica Watson, 500 a month? Nope, it's not 500 a month. Well, Rob, you got a situation here. Um, Anthony Merritt, nope, it's not 10,000. You got a situation here. That $1,000 a month that you're going to pay for daycare is strangling your business. The Bayless Code. It's rough even trying to code every day, holding down a job. When I had my first son, I realized I just couldn't ignore him to work. This is one of the issues. 600 a month? Nope. The Bayless Code, 200 a month, average side hustle income. That's correct. 200 per month. Nope, Francis, is not 300 per month. And that tells me that many of these folks have not properly set up their side hustle income. They have no marketing. They have no plan or whatever. Because if you just went ahead and did the free Craigslist section consistently, operating within a system that was consistent, you make more than 200 bucks. I know. A lot of people, well, the thing is, this is the problem. When many people start a side hustle, they treat it as a side hustle. It's almost like, some dudes treat their side chick. She's just there. They don't make it a priority. They don't put more effort into it. They don't systemize it. They don't market. They don't advertise. I mean, Rob, yeah, y'all got to have a talk, man, because you need to be able to take that money and put it back in the business. Definitely, Troy, a lot of people have a consumer mindset. There's a great deal of that's going on. Starting a business will liberate you in so many ways. Mark Simmons, any thoughts on Instagram story marketing? According to some expert, it has the highest effectiveness. Um, I don't know about that. I can't speak on that because I don't do Instagram marketing. Instagram is a very interesting thing. I have seen that clothing brands do well on Instagram. Certain teas, meal prep people, they do well on Instagram, but I don't know. So I can't speak on that, Mark. Rob, I paid 200 for Craigslist ads and made 400 profit after materials and gas. Dude, imagine what would happen if you spent $1,000 a month on Craigslist ads. And really think about it. If you were able to spend $1,000 a month on Craigslist ads, you could probably make, let's see, let's look at what you did. So 20, 400 divided by 20. So 20. So it's 20 times your money. So if you were able to spend $1,000 a month on Craigslist ads, that's like 20,000 a month. I don't really be on Instagram. Yeah, fitness apparel does well on Instagram, skinny tees. There's a lot of little things. And I would say try it. Definitely give it a try. So once again, for folks who are just coming in, I see we got a lot of folks who just came in. What we're talking about today is consulting. And if you have a need, this is where you go. Over here under Money, Income, Profit Coaching, you go to the book online, and this is what we have here. This is for people who have valid needs, who want to set certain things up. And I think everyone needs to get the money management, the basics of finance and wealth development. Because this is what's going to happen in your business. If you do not properly handle your money, what's going to happen is your money that your business is generating is going to get sucked up into the lifestyle that you're living. And you will not be able to see the differential, because the way that I'm going to teach you to do it is your business money shouldn't be a factor in your lifestyle in the beginning. If your business is making money, it shouldn't matter to your personal finances, because you're good. You got your personal finances set up. This way you could take the money that the business is making and put it back into the business. What's up, Steven? I mean, Rob, you got the format. You just got to start doing it. I mean, I just took, you spent $20, you made $400 plus, the cost of materials and stuff. So I just took that and 20 x'd it. You probably be 25,000 a month. So if you were able to take some of that money that you're spending on daycare and use that to advertise, you could scale up very quickly. That is part of the things that you've got to do. Who here has an income goal? Who here has decided that I want to make X amount of money per month? Who has that set up? Anybody, anyone has that set up. And here's another thing. Been the bartender. I think that's why a lot of businesses fail. People trying to live off whatever money the business operates. This is one of the that is true because here's the thing, and this is why starting a business and quitting your job is not the way to do it. When you start a business and you quit your job, you're putting so much pressure on that business to make money for itself so it can stay in business, make money for you, pay your bills. That's like putting, a lot of pressure on the baby to start walking. All right, hit that like button. K-Sun, 16,500 a month on my vision board. That's good. Uh, Macho Vasquez, 10 to 16K a month for her in the year goal. 5,000 a month. Robbie Rob. Ben, I want to do 10K, but I haven't broken 1K. I have a lot going on. Charlottesetta, the 20K a month. Is that between your job and your business? March, Macho's 5K a month. Erica Watson, 7 to 10K combined income. Is that between your business and your job? Baby needs to. Mark Simmons. All right. Butte Wing, what's your take on knowledge based business as opposed to service based? Tony Robbins recently said this is the future. I would disagree with that. People need things done. Uber is a service business. A lot of these things, like, let me show you something I'm thinking about getting part of. If I can find it. Let me see. Because I'm going to show you. Service businesses, I think, are the future. Because people are always going to need something done. They're always going to need something fulfilled. They're always going to need something fixed. Let's see, TRIFE. All right. Stuff like this. They put together your meals for you, uh, service businesses. This is something I have seen many people do. They have put a brand on Instagram, a clothing brand, and they've been able to push it. So you've got a lot of this going on. Fitness trainers do well on Instagram. Girls with booties do well on Instagram. There seems to be a lot of things that do well on Instagram. So this is what's going down. Just, go to Instagram and look and see what's popping. Because there's a lot of apparel lines. Lucid Apparel Company. Let's see. There's a lot of clothing companies. Alpha. Let's see. Christian. Let's see. Um, he just started this. I don't know because he's had a channel for 7, 8 years. He started this stuff when he was in. So that is how that went down. Clothing brands are really hot on Instagram. Some of these people have a setter. You got big goals, dreams, and ambitions. Robbie Rob, I think if you solve this stuff with the babysitting, you can be there in 8 to 10 months. Yeah, Insta's a strange beast for sure. And something else too that a lot of people don't use is Pinterest. Pinterest can get you a lot of business depending on what you put up. Pinterest is good for clothing brands. Pinterest, if you are good at creating motivation posts, Pinterest is a place for that. Guns do really well on Pinterest. Hair, kids, they're selling this. This came off Pinterest, the Kraken, the octopus ring. So you got that going down. There's so many things that come off. These leggings are super popular with women. So this is stuff you can get off Pinterest. What's up, Johnny Walton? Yeah, there's a lot of things. Leverage TikTok? No. TikTok right now is for kids. And for folks who don't know what he's talking about, that's musically. Uh, you know, Gary Vee talks about a lot of stuff that doesn't impact small business. Musically, that doesn't really impact you now, or TikTok as they call it. So you've got an issue with that. I would not leverage TikTok. Wouldn't mess with it. Right now, I'm trying to clean up this thing with consulting. Once again, let's come out of here. We got too many windows open. You know, once again, everyone needs to have the 5 checking account blueprint, whether you have a job, whatever you're doing. You need to organize and manage your money better. The 5 checking account blueprint, which is part of money management, the basics of finance and wealth development, will set you up for future gains. Uh, put that link in the chat. Let's see. Rob, 5 checking accounts plus 5K in 8 to 10 months would be. Oh, I'm talking about Rob. If you were able to move some of your money that you're paying for daycare to marketing, you could be at that 25,000 in less than a year. Thank you, Ben, the bartender. B. Daniels, Gary Vee talks about overhead. A lot of his materials about branding and advertising, not how to actually make money for the startup guy. Nope, he doesn't talk about that. JN, you got to get online and research that. This is where you can just go ahead and do some research. Gary Vee talks about a lot of high level concepts. All right. So let me just go ahead and get here. All right. So once again, these links will be under the video, under the stream in a minute. So this is the new consulting site, Money, Income, Profit Coaching. This is how you book a session. Money, Income, Profit, book over here. There's no need to get in touch or to chat with asking just a question if you're not ready. And everyone needs to get the basics of finance, wealth development. I'm going to be pushing that course very hard. Yeah, a lot of people are looking at logo stuff without understanding how the logo process works. The bigger you want your brand to be, the more time and energy you need to put into your logo. All right. So with that, I will see you guys later.